Alright, let's see. Alright, first things first, chat. I know no one's here yet. We're gonna set up our tournament realm character. But then I think after that, we're going to like alt stuff or something. But I kind of wanted to spend a little bit of stream just going over like. Basically, I'm gonna figure out what build I want to play on PTR or on tournament realm. I don't know what those are yet. We also have all avoidance from the vendors. So this will be a fun little perfect min max or something. First for sure. You're definitely the only one here. I'm just talking to myself. Yo, Felipe, hello. That makes 2. Alright. Well, anyway, so we're gonna set up. First, let me turn off some add-ons. What is some of this stuff? Don't need that. Don't need that. Or any of this stuff. And they're partying it up. Yeah. You're gonna need auto turn in, battleground, enemies. Predator Losa. I don't need Raider Eye at all. A plumber. Let's turn all these off. Maybe I'll lag a little bit less on this server. Ray scanner. Alright, let's reload. Average CPU 12%. How will I see people's tournament on Maya? That's a really good point. I think we're just gonna have to live without it. And hopefully it doesn't ruin our lives.
Remember, everything has its use.
I'm restocking after the last tournament. Wait, I don't think I need augment runes. Can I just buy the infinite one? Alright, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's get our hardy Belladars. Get our feast. We're restocking everything. Get some potions. Apparently we went through a whole stack in the last tournament. That's crazy. Definitely needing key black potions. Oh, but they're already there apparently. I don't know what goes in this last slot, to be honest. Maybe I just never had something there. I can do a Siege of Borealis key. Haste versus cloak. Where's my actual cloak guy? I'm sure he's over here. I'm sure he's his own person. PTR cloak vendor. Alright, we got our cloak. Please provide me with fibers. Oh, alright, well I don't necessarily need these. Already got those. Nice. We're achievement farming. And then I'll start with verse in here and we'll see what happens later. And I need to buy enchantments. What are we buying? We need... We're definitely buying leech stuff. And again, I don't know what weapon enchant I'll have, but we'll do Council's Guile and then we'll work on that in the future. Chest, I'm gonna need to enchant that for sure. Crystalline Radiance. I guess I'll put these over here. That's where they're going anyway. Boots, Scout's March. Ring. Guess I don't know either, but we'll start with haste. Leech. We'll get two of those. Then agility, leg armor. Right, that looks good.
Surviving means being resourceful.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
Have a good one.
Put that cloak one on.
Time is money, friend.
And we need our tier. There we are. I only found it. So we're wearing gloves. I'll have pants just for fun, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna wear them. And then chest.
Be good.
Alright, so chest. Bang. Alright, we have new 4-piece. And let's enchant our chest.
Do I have a deal for you?
And then I gotta get my special boots right there. And then let's put that on. Enchant those. And then Delve Belt gets nerfed. So I might as well have a belt. I think this is the one I want now. Drops off of Lumithar. This one? Yeah, we'll play with that. Put that belt on. Then I'm going to craft bracers. I'm going to craft pants. So I need rings and trinket now. What is this, alpha? This is tournament realm for the MDI. Where you can get any item with avoidance and you can set up your character that way. So one of the rings I really want to mess around with is this one. This one's cool. As a special effect. I think that's just one of the rings. Like just straight up. It gives you more tankiness. I think I bought the wrong item. I need settings. Buy 6 of these. That's one ring. It's a lot of haste. But I haven't gotten my neck yet. Let's see. This could be a good neck. It could be a good neck too. I'll have some options to mess around with. I have 200 of them somewhere. Oh, yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, I like prepped to do stuff. Then forgot I prepped stuff. You finally got your 17 Brazil. Nice, Zoom. What was your last key? Let's see. Some potential options for rings. I guess this is a good ring. This could be a good ring. And I guess this also could be a good ring. I don't think I'd wear that one though. Too much haste. And then necks. This could also be a good neck. I have a feeling I'm wearing
Good one.
this neck. And probably this ring. Yeah, this should work out actually, numbers wise. We'll see. Is Priory the tournament realm? Yeah, I'm prepping my character right now. Really want that yellow Delve Trinket? You think 710 is even better than a Raz? Really? Wait, let me see. Trinket vendor. The yellow Delve Trinket. What is it called? It's a Bond learning hunter? Oh no. What the heck? Bond. Maybe he's trying to get it banned. So you can main shaman in the other one. Wrath something? I'm not sure. I saw my old trinkets. I have a Queen's Mandate right here. I have an egg. Garden's Grace. An old sack. I have a Funhouse Lens. And a Priory. And then a gem for that thing. Sack's a potential trinket. So like these are my pack leader trinkets. These are my 2 on uses. I think that's all the trinkets I could ever want. Am I gonna play any MM? It would only be to get it banned if that's our goal. But I don't think I'd play it. It would only be for a ban reason, basically. Not even in the shop. Just a Raz, but except the stats. Oh, interesting. That does sound good. If you can find the exact name, I'd be down to look it up because that sounds interesting.
Be good.
Okay, well, let's socket everything. I'll even socket the stuff I'm not wearing just to make simming simpler.
I have many, many wares. May your feet find good trails.
A lot of haste. Wrathstone? Yeah, that's from Time Walking, I think. And Arbash, you currently play DRBM and you're not lucky to get any trinkets from Raid. What do I think are the best 2 trinkets from Mythic Plus or Delves? If you're only doing keys, I would say Signet of the Priory should be your on use. Or and then for your equip, I'd probably wear like probably Sack Brood. Interesting. Or we have 20% avoidance. That's crazy. That's so much. Those are telling you to keep haste for multi-target, but pump more into verse otherwise. You have like 26k haste already. $26k haste. That is quite a bit of haste, I think. Okay, let's see. Let's put in our first gym here. Put in our crit gym and our master gym. And we're 2 of this one. And I also need to put a socket here and a socket here. Let me see what kind of pants I could actually wear instead. Let's see. Haste over mastery, I wouldn't wear those. Burst mastery, wouldn't wear those. Haste mastery, wouldn't wear those. Crit burst. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to wear this belt. Probably just going to wear these pants. And then craft a belt. That's probably the move. Hi, Snake. Prepare for MDI. Yeah, I think I think time trials are Wednesday or something along those lines. So I'm gonna be getting that ready. Getting ready for then so we can just log in and play. Let's see, so I need 2 gilded crusts and 2 sparks. And I think I'm crafting a belt and bracers. Let's craft this. And we'll do that. Okay, so it's 720 crit haste. It's good to me. But I'm out of regions. I need Writhing Hide. Are we gonna win it all? I think so. We're Physical God Comp Pump. New Hunter? Yeah. We're getting our character ready. Alright, that's probably too many of those. Oh, I guess the time trials I'm actually using the Delve belt. Now that I think about it. So I wouldn't use the crafted belt until after. Kind of annoying. You craft this? Oh my god, I got something. I crafted 100 times on Tournament Realm or something. Also, there's no way that's true. That's a lot of crafting. What the heck? That's true. Oh my god. We did it. I put a socket in my bracers and I got that. Okay. I think actually with this, I'd actually wear haste on my cloak. Yeah, and then I would just craft a crit verse belt and crit verse pants. Let's see. Mail. Is it the binding? Yeah. Crystal fused hide. Perfect. A new hunter? It's for Tournament Realm. I have to make a brand new hunter to be able to compete, and they let you do anything you want, but I think it's to avoid like a lot of complications of like not having everyone at the same gear and probably not getting exploits and some other random stuff. Just easier if everyone's on the same playing field. Speaking of, I didn't buy a weapon yet. Ooh, okay. Let's buy a San. Okay, and okay, no wonder I was like really behind on stats and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong because I shouldn't have needed to put haste in my cloak. Although I might need crit in my cloak now. We'll see. I actually need to craft pants and bracer. I need another one of these. This is crit verse. Alright, we have so many sets. Delete some of these. PM. No belt. I need to socket this thing.
Hi there. Don't die out there.
I have exactly what you need. Trust no one. Watch your back.
Take care of yourself. No one else will.
Okay. I feel like we're in a good spot right now. And now I need to get the delve belt. Where's the double belt? Honestly, screw it. This is better anyway. Okay. So we have that. I need to find this. Or double unuse. It's right here. We need to test things. So basically, in some scenarios, I'm playing double unuse, and some of them I'm not, I believe. And then I also need to copy my own talents. Go to my Dark Flame build. My CD, my no CD. I'm gonna set this up. Oh geez, this is gonna be so hard to set up. I need to set up an entirely different character.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh no.
Keep it real.
I feel like it's actually just... What do I have?
Time is money, friend.
Be careful out there.
Be good.
Nice, we're actually really close. Okay. You know what gear set that is? Yeah. We're setting up our character from scratch. All the potentials. I need to set up an MM set. Probably not a serve set, but maybe a serve set. I think we'd only ever play MM to get it not banned. Let's see. Oh, wait, what's my other next with? The verse gym. Alright, we'll keep it consistent. Easier. How do I think BMDR will get nerfed? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's that close to getting nerfed by
I have many.
what would usually warrant something getting nerfed. I would say there's many specs that do things better than us. MDR belt stat? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff I gotta sort through here. I like old rings and stuff. Let's put our necks in a line. And then our rings in a line. And I don't need this thing. Or these. And I don't think I actually need a second bracer. I think there's only one bracer iteration that I need. I need to re-enchant these new legs. $8,000 gold. Yeah. If I buy too many more items, I'm just gonna run out entirely. I start min-maxing my gold. This is just a crit mastery belt.
Looking for something special? We shall meet.
You craft this one, this, and this. You use static charge as BMDR? Yes. Yeah, you do, Snake. You always play static charge as every single hunter spec, every single hero talent. In all scenarios. So raid, keys, delves, world quests.
The dunes have everything we need.
It's the best still.
Do you have any news? One day at a time, friend.
Alright, and then we will also need to make bracers actually. But that's for MM. But I'll snag it now. Not this one, yeah.
Doing business with ya.
Oh, I need Wingkiten. I don't like this. Oh. Sometimes crafting stuff is really annoying and sometimes it's really easy. Yeah.
Need something?
Buy one of those. Let's check our stats again. Honestly, not bad. I do probably want to check different weapons.
Time is money, friend.
This is the one I have on live. Might be worth looking at that one. There's also this one. This is like the easiest plug and play. It's like the same haste level.
Have a good one.
What did you bring me? Be quick. Be clever. Surviving means being resourceful.
And they're gonna increase cloak level. Honestly, I don't know. They probably should, but maybe it's already 7:30 specifically to pre pre what's it called? Like get ahead of for that. Yeah, because it is higher item level still. Because we're getting 2 extra tracks on every piece. So instead of it being 723, it's probably going to go to like 726 and then 730. Would they be the same item level? I don't know. I can also see them going farther ahead too.
I have just the thing. Wanderer. May your feet find good trails. Punches, punches, lucky goose.
Can't forget the Mog. Ooh, nice. Perfect. Buffer behind a serve. It's like about a key level. I think efficiency sims have it like 10% worse. Mog, the most important thing. Yeah. The multi command needs to go bye bye. And it's true. At the very least, it's misleading. Do I use double on use? I don't have double on use on live. I'm gonna be trying it out in MDI realms whenever we play. Or 723. Yep, we're hard bis. Hmm. Am I testing? Just like when and where I would use double on use, if it's everywhere or if it's only some places or what.
Come, shop, browse. Smell 'em. Good fortune to all friends of the Grummel.
Rolling an alt, thinking about survival, but worried that BMMM is so much more desirable in a pug scene. Hmm. Here, speaking of, let me remove multi from the title. I'll leave it as a command for now. But with it not being in the title, no one will hit it anymore, probably. I just stand by that info still. I don't think I would recommend. Ooh. Mizi's playing MM. Yeah, double on use does seem better for me in like a raid scenario, but it's always complicated when you are doing keys. It's way harder to actually like simulate whatever they are, and it's kind of just like you can get some close approximations, but it's not necessarily perfect.
Got anything for me?
Someone's already crit.
Don't die out there.
Hey, Calazar. Well, you have 723 antenna, forge, and prism. That's crazy that you have all three already. What? Insane. You prefer not chasing the orbs? Wow. That's insane. You're an antenna hater? Hmm. You have scenarios? Yeah, it's 2 weeks after Turbo Boost. Yeah, Turbo Boost is the 7th, and then the 21st, I believe, is Dinars and the uncapping of crests. Alazra? You guess no answer? Can I please explain the priority in the opener rotation and M plus for barb shot? Um, Typically you just want to open up with. So in AoE it's black arrow, barb, barb, all the wild, black arrow, and then bestial. And then at that point you're in your rotation. You want to kind of have like some bleeds rolling out on a couple mobs before you go into your window, because once you're in your call the wild window you get more limited on globals. You can only call the wild, or you can only barb shot every like what, like a fourth of your globals are taken up by black arrow, at least in hero, and not in hero it's a third. So you just sent two right off the rip. Ricky Bobby. When's MDI? Time trial this week. And then all of next month are a bunch of the cups, and then I think it's the month after will be the finals, I believe. You trying to maintain the 3 stacks? You definitely prio Black Arrow. If it drops, it drops. But ideally it doesn't drop off because you lose 6% crit whenever that happens. But if you have the option, like you have 1 second left on refreshing your triple stack, and then Black Arrow procs at that exact moment, you would pick Black Arrow. It's just unfortunate. You have Prism, Ritual, Heroic, and then an Arakari Mythic Trinket. Which ones do you prefer to use? Well, I don't have a Ritual, so you're asking someone who doesn't have a Trinket. But typically double unuse sims very high, and in a coordinated group will definitely be better, but if it's not a coordinated group, it could potentially be worse. So I'd be careful with that.
The dunes have everything we need.
So I heard to spamming BA. We have both Barb and KC off cooldown. Yeah. Let's see, where's my MM ring? Dang, I wish I had this thing on live. My gear for MM during Prague was actually so rough. It was crazy.
Yo! Keep it real.
Until TR content? Yeah, we're gonna do this, and then I'll probably go live or go to live and maybe do some like alt keys. See.
Speak quickly. Farewell.
Remember, everything has its use. Have you come to trade? Take care of yourself. No one else will. Surviving means being resourceful.
Is applicable for raid too? Yes. Those are stat priorities for everything. Gets me in a good position for Call of the Wild, since Black Arrow is a cone. I mean, you always end up in a good position at all times, no matter what. I feel like, if you're trying to do good damn. Why does the first pull as DRBM feel so weird? It's because you don't have any prism stacks. If you have a prism. If you don't have a prism, then I'm not sure. It could be that you don't have any Blighted Quiver stacks. You have prism? Yeah, it's just, yeah, you don't have any prism stacks, so you're doing what, instead of bursting like 12 mil single target, you'll burst like 8 mil or something. And then yeah, you don't have any Bloody Quivers. Guess I have to key with Bloody Quivers? No, I don't think so. Ritual Forge the Savior? I mean, you don't really care about first pull damage. You care about like the overall damage and the key, right? It would save you from first pull damage, but I don't know if you want to live the entire key off the first pull. Should you track Blighted Quiver? You don't really gain damage from it, but I do track it. But there's no real gain from having the knowledge. At least in keys. Sometimes in raid, I'll like, if I know there's only one call left at the very end and I'm at 7 stacks, I'll like delay it a little bit and get an extra prism stack and like go to 8. Which key pack leader is better than Dark Ranger? Arakar is the classic one where it's better. Halls of Atonement, I also do more damage when I'm pack leader, but I think it's comp specific in there. And then the other 6, I think Dark Ranger is just better. Is that worthless? I mean, it's completely fine to do 20s with, if that's what you mean. It's just other ways. Did I try out double on use? I don't have double on use yet, and I haven't done MDI tournament round practice yet, so I don't know.
It's not ready yet.
Did you see the top log on Mythic or Raz? Is it just a bunch of pad damage? But no, I haven't seen it. I guess I could look right now. All classes, Hunter. Or I guess I'll set it to BM to make it easier. Let's see, pack leader. Let's set it to damage to bosses and see where they are. X left, so he's 30th best for boss damage. And then let's look at translate. Look at how much he did to the collector first off. Here, wait. The collector damage from everyone. So he's right down here. And then let's look at. Or he can echo the P1 ads. No, that's just the big P1 ad. So he did key damage there. And then arcane manifestation of the orbs. So he's just number 1 damage on all the orbs. And let's look at void manifestation. Oh, he didn't do as much of these as I thought he would do. I thought he was gonna have like a lot here on the void manifestations. A shielded attendance. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Pack leader is really good at killing the Zeds. I'll probably do a reclear or two where I play pack leader for all the fights just to get pack leader data, but yeah, Dark Ranger's probably just better for that fight nowadays because those ads, like, they kind of just get like destroyed. They're different on what race you play as Hunter? Of course. All the races have different damage effects. They also have different utility effects. Dwarf is typically the best one because of Stone Form and you do extra crit damage. But on top of that, there's a lot of other races that are pretty decent too. But I think Dwarf is just like the best one. You can't do more than 20 million damage on the first pull of our car as PL. What could you be doing wrong? You see people doing like 40 to 50 mil. Are you multi-dotting a lot? You also could be playing in a group that's like just doing a lot more AoE. Because like in the clip that I have where I'm doing like 60 million the whole time, I'm playing with 2 cap DPS. And so I'm basically the one killing everything. So like if you're playing with like, I don't know, let's say like Frost DK and like, I don't know, Ret Paladin or something. Like you probably won't hit the same peaks of like 50 mil. You'll definitely still do a lot though, because there's still quite a bit of funnel and they can't kill all the mobs that fast, but it's just cannibalized. You do well in DR and the overall Varikar is pack leader, but the first pull's always really bad. Yeah. Frost DK and a Ret Paladin. Yeah, I mean they're just gonna ruin, they're gonna steal your pad basically. Like if you really wanted to do that pull faster, I think ideally, so I'm not like super knowledgeable about Frost DK and Ret and exactly how their damage profiles work, but if they let you ramp a little bit more and they just do like some more single target abilities there, you might do that pull actually faster because of all the prio you would gain.
Many deals for a
I don't know how much damage they're losing if they choose single target globals there. Wait, it's Shindig. They're practicing late. I guess not that late. He's not on his rogue though. That's so sad. I feel like you gotta play the rogue, you know? Can I explain how DRBM funnel works? It doesn't funnel that much, to be honest. Most of the funnel is just the fact that you get more bleeds based off more targets, and so you'll do more beast damage. And then each target that you have barb shots on will give you more kill commands. That's like another way you get funnel. That's kind of it. It's just these, and then like Hunter's Prey. That's kind of it. In a Raz, if you raid with good AoE, wouldn't Dark Ranger be better? Yeah, exactly. That's why that log is kind of like a whatever log, because I don't know, like for example, if I play pack leader in my raid, I would do nowhere near that much damage just because of how good classes, there's classes that are basically better at doing damage there. Like there's not really a reason to make a build that kills those ads because all you care about is killing the boss. And those ads die really fast, especially if you have good CC chains in your guild. How significant is the funnel? It's like 1 out of 10. You don't funnel like at all as Dark Ranger BM. Like, I mean, you do, but like the only specs that really funnel would be like, well, first you don't even play like Phantom Pain, but like MMDR with Phantom Pain like kind of funnels into like the main target, but it's also funneling to like everything. And then Pack Leader BM funnels it quite a bit, but yeah, Dark Ranger BM you're not doing anything really. You're just doing your single target rotation. You don't gain anything really. The only thing you're really gaining is just getting more beasts to not even do like actual prio damage, like they're just cleaving onto your main target. If you're talking about the guy who was talking about Arakara first pull, you get funnel as pack leader. Like you get like really good funnel, but Dark Ranger doesn't funnel. It's not the thing that you're gaining anything from. I think your Raz best is like 7.6 mil on our Raz. People like just leave the ads out, so Stampede kind of just wrecks them. Are we in a good guild? Yeah, like we have like multiple people in my guild where I don't know. There's no reason for them not to just kill ads. Like certain specs are just really good at killing ads, and so I don't know. I feel like I would rather just play a spec that just destroys the boss than like does ad damage. Is MDI? Time trial start Wednesday. Anyway, I set up my character. Your tanks are always looking out for specs claiming fake funnel. Wait, what? How many Dark Ranger BM hunters have said they gain funnel? That's crazy. Is that a common thing? Do people say that a lot? You're able to swap to lusting on pull, so you miss CDs on ad spawns to pad. Alright, we're gonna go to live. I don't know if I actually checked my Druid's Vault. Boxing the tank again. We actually haven't talked about the spec banning rule yet. Yeah, for parsing, you need to tell them to chill for 1 week. Yeah, typically, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just have a negative view towards parsing, but I don't really care for it.
May I be of service?
Ever since they added the like stacking raid damage buff, I feel like parsing is kind of like, I don't know, it just got really lame. It makes farm really boring, basically. Anyway, did I check my vault? I might have a vault of some sort. Oh, I got some stuff. Is parsing worthless? Yeah, and then also everyone's parses just get like super, like, I don't know, they're just like, everyone who plays at the end of the season just gets like free high parses, and so it's kind of boring. Again, the guilds, you would think. Well, I mean, yeah, at some point it backfires though. Because when you get to guilds at my level, like that's not something we look at. I think I'm gonna play this just for the. Actually, no. I don't know. Victor sucks. If you had blues, would he even look at you? Yes, but that's also, you can get 90 like 5s without trying to pad. is the thing. Like you wouldn't have blues if you can play ethically and still get like 90 pluses. So you wouldn't have blues if you were trying to get into our guilds and stuff. But we might take a glance and then look away and then be like, oh, this is the only reason they have these prices.
Many deals for a friend.
Our guilds look for it. So like first off, we could look at my logs, for example. One thing is you could just set this to damage to bosses. That changes the parse entirely and like what you're actually going for at that point. If you're trying to like kill the boss, if these don't align properly, like these numbers are very similar, then that means like you have different goals. You also go in, the different classes are in charge of padding if they lose no damage. So there's a lot of classes that like lose single target to AoE and vice versa. You would also look at a prog kill. So you would not just the prog kill, but also prog attempts. So with this by date, our first kill was this August 27th kill. You would like go in, you see if there was like a prog death. It was these three. What was the problem? And then you go over like the whole night. You only pull it once. This is heroic and then normal. But you basically, you can go into their guild and you look at like all of their prog deaths. That was split Soul Hunter's night. Yeah. But like you go in, you look at their deaths, what they're likely to die to, how many pulls did they hold their guild back, by being like, you can filter to like 3 deaths depending on the fight, 2 deaths, 1 death, and see like how often they died in like the first couple, how often are they like getting, are they the ones burning the battle reses, are they holding prog back, what are they often dying to, how often are they like healthstone health potting, that stuff. If there's no prog logs, well, that's really rough because then you need to have scheduled an interview and then talk to them, and you either need to have them leak their logs or you can like do screenshots, talk about things, stuff like that. But that's like a huge problem of like why private logging is really awkward.
I have many lucky
You look at a lot of different factors, and then you also look at their rotation in general. So you don't, the parse number doesn't really matter too much, but I mean obviously like there's a difference between gray, green, blue, purple, orange. But then you go in and you look at like the nitty gritty of like their opener and their casts, if they're overcasting something that they shouldn't, undercasting stuff that they should be casting higher. Do we go for speed kills? Not really. We used to in like BFA, but at some point the guild culture changed. I don't know. Everyone just like raid logs between tiers now. But back in BFA, I feel like every week we were going for speed kills.
I have many.
There was a lot more passion, I think. You like retail more than classic? You new to WoW, wondering what to play? Yes, but they're just very different games. I would consider them like, they're just very different, I guess. If you want more of like an MMO like feel, you go classic, and if you want more of like a fast pace, like more skill capped or higher skill cap game, you go retail. Speedies are hard to sell. Yeah, I know. I think honestly goes for speed kills at the max raid buff waves. That's something I wanted to do the last 2 tiers, but people people are very checked out. Whenever we hit 18% last time, everyone was like trying to get out of raid as soon as it happened. And then I feel like people are more worried about like raid sales. I don't know. It's always a topic that I always feel like bringing up, but then I always feel a lot of pressure from the guild of people being like, I don't want to log in until Prague. When speed kills get them out of raid faster. It depends how hard you do it. Because like if you, I don't know, like some guilds like wipe if they mess something up. Like there's certain timings you need to hit sometimes for certain bosses, and they'll just like wipe it. Because usually the speed kill strats are like you one heal or like no heal some boss or something, and you like one tank it, or like some really cringe stuff to like get time. And especially if you're doing like sales at the same time, you can't really do that kind of stuff. Like all you can really do is like, I don't know. We had some really good BFA times, but the second we had Shadowlands, I think people stopped caring. They want to chill and farm more. I think Turbo Boost will change the proc strategy for Dimensius. Will everyone still be holding damage in P1 and 2 to line things up? The problem is Dimensius P3 is really hard. Not necessarily like really hard, but like it's the only part of the fight that really matters. And so if you can gain any bit of damage by like holding time in P2, then you just will. I could see you speeding up P1 really easy. And what we did is we like didn't get some cores in P2 to still make it like engaging, but we're still having the same like 3-minute like phase. But like P3, the difficulty is so backloaded that the faster you kill P3 is just like you're shaving so many pulls off. Only the first platform. Yeah, like if we can get through without, it would actually just screw over Aves, I think. Because I think you just don't want to send 3 minutes, because you can still send 1 minutes in P2, and you can send 130s on the first platform, and you can send 2 minutes on the first platform. But I think Aves specifically can't send his 3-minute at the start. You might even want to play 2-minute Ascendant or something. Like I don't know what you're gonna want to do. But yeah, and then on P1 it kind of doesn't matter. You can push P1 way faster, because I think at this point the only thing you're holding back for is like maybe healing cooldowns, but if P1's easier with gear, then you could probably just push P1 as fast as you can. And it would just be, yeah, not cooldowning P2 and pushing at whatever pace you can. Hunter's nice because I think I can 1 minute each platform and not care at all. And I'll never care, I think. And 2 minutes on the first platform, 130s on the first platform. 130s on the second platform might be tight because that's the one that you'd be pushing faster. So it'd be like things that are faster than 130, I think, on the second platform. Well, dibs on every single autumn. Health. But yeah, Lick, you have you ever done speed kills? They're pretty fun. What mouse do I have? I have a Razer Naga Hex. I've had it for like 10 years now. Please tell me not the only one that Soul Hunters feels like ass is DR or PL. Yeah, Soul Hunters is kind of mid on BM in general. If you play MM, you just do like 3 mil more or something. Like it's like really OP. 3 kills you stack the group like crazy. Yeah, I wonder. Here, let me go back to last season. And maybe I can like paint the picture. Like Vexy and the gear grinders. How do I sort this by? Oh, we can just sort by speed. Just kidding. Yeah, so we have honestly right here. But they have like the same kill time as I guess he was just there. I don't know. I don't know what this is telling me. But yeah, look at their comp. So they have one healer. They have one tank. And then they have a bunch of DPS. And then I think if I go through this log, you'll see all their kills. So they do like a 340 Mugsy, which they 2'd healed. And then they solo tanked. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Aves. I don't know. Logs are confusing sometimes. Let's see what they do on Gallywix. They 3 healed, or they 4 healed, and they 2 tanked. I guess they just, I don't know. Maybe this wasn't a speed kill. Maybe they were selling or something. Or whatever. Brick Reverb. Pumps is tanking. They have a Mistweaver, and then they're all just blasting damage. Also, I wonder if I look at the healing prices. Yeah, everyone's just... Usually, you get really good DPS healing prices on this too. Because like sometimes it's like, alright, you just need to hit every defensive and like plan those out really hard. Yeah, here 2 tanks for Cock, and then 1 healer. And he's just in the middle. And they're just blasting. This one I feel like maybe people got high healing prices. This Warlock got a bunch. I guess health stones. Maybe they're giving them a lot of healing. Sprocketmonger is a 3-minute. They 2 tank, 1 healed. Oh, I just realized my camera is probably hiding some stuff. Let's see. One-Armed Bandit 321. I don't even remember like this fight well enough to know how many times they dunked, but they probably did like the bare minimum and then just nuked him. Let's see. 2 tanks, 2 healers. That means, oh, I guess they have 2 priests. They're probably mass dispelling the debuffs like a lot, and then there's maybe a bunch of dwarves or something. I don't know. But like that's the kind of stuff that you need to think about. It's like how many tanks and healers can you drop and how much... There's probably a lot of class stacking involved. Let's see. Yeah. Where the heck is Pumps? Why is Pumps Boomkin? Oh, it sticks. Okay. That makes sense. That's hilarious. I was like, wait, who's this warrior? Where's Pumps? Where's our man? Speed kills? Yeah, I like speed kills Gillick. My guild used to a long time ago. And I don't know. And nowadays, I feel like the meta is just you raid log, and you do sales, and that's it. Looking forward to the first re-clear. Yeah, I wonder how fast like Plexus Sentinel kills are. Like, what does this look like right now? There's a 341 kill. That's pretty fast. They would also wipe if hunters did not have good procs and pull. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. You just wipe. Your MM hunters are like getting like 8 black arrows, 10 black arrows in their true shot, and you're like, all right, we gotta make sure we buckle in on this pull. It's another fast boss. I wonder how fast you can get Soulbinder. If everyone plays for like full single target, and maybe you have like 3 or 4 like insane classes for the AoE, and everyone can like play single target because of that. Forge Weaver is just, you need to get to the first burn and then you just nuke him. You like the sound of that? Yeah, Aves, if you can, like, if you and like, I don't know, how do you think you could solo the P2 intermission if we like 2 healed? And everyone else is just pummeling single target into the boss? Maybe there's a world where you can beat the first intermission. What time did these guys get to? 4:12? Okay, no, you definitely couldn't. At least not right now. On Soulbinder? Yeah. There's only one Bernie. Also, hi Bernie. What's my best advice, Squirrely, for someone not in a Hall of Fame guild but a C guild and trying to get to the Hall of Fame guild level? I guess we were talking about it earlier. It is somewhat parse based. Like, you kind of just need to show that you have hands to be able to get into a high level guild. Like I would say in general, I hate the stacking raid buff. It's actually so awful. What was my prog tier? I think it was, so I didn't raid in my current guild in Uldir. And so they only had these these logs to go off of from pugs. And some of these logs when I joined in bod. Yeah, basically this is what got me into my current guild at the time. I went in and I was like, hey, I'm 6 out of 9 mythic in bod. And then this was my first year with them. But like, you need to show that you have the capability of getting numbers, and then once you're in the guild, then you're fine. Because there's a lot of other things that we look at our level, but I wouldn't say we're like your normal Hall of Fame guild. But I would say if you're trying to get into like, you know, something in the top 220, focus primarily on your numbers, but then you also want to like make sure you're also not dying that much. And once you have good numbers, like, you want a good resume to get you in the door. Once you get the interview and you talk to them and you give a good talk, that's really what they're looking for. So if you show up with like decent logs, then you can also be like, yeah, I focus on like not dying, doing a lot of research. I don't know, things that guilds want to hear in the interview. And then you get a trial, and then you get to prove it through your trial. BM nerves incoming. Oh no. You're right. 2 heal forage. Hi Alfie again. Yeah, our 3 heal, it felt pretty chill. Wait, how fast was our 3 heal, Alfie? Let me look. Because the intermission is the only part that's hard to heal. Really. 425. It's only getting 1 intermission. I mean, if you just go through the intermission and hit every defensive that you own, you could probably like solo heal it or one heal it. How long does this last? It's 2 minutes to like 2:30. That's when everything dies. Heal the pylons. We're talking about Soulbinder, but yeah. Forge Weaver, how fast is our 357? This was first burn? Wait, this isn't... Oh, that's heroic. Wait, how did I even get there? What is this? Oh, I saw the names on the list and I was like, that is not my guild. This is first burn. How many healers is this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we have... It's awkward. You need to get through the collector phase faster, probably, as well. But you need to still have enough burst to kill the boss in the damage amp. If we didn't less pull, it would have been swift. That is true. We randomly, all the other pulls we were lusting burn. Oh, I got behind on chat. Hold up. Is the 4am pacemaker not great for BM Hunter? It's insanely good. In raid specifically, it's hard to actually use well in keys because of how often it gets desynced from your cooldown. But in raid, you can like always have it synced up with your Call of the Wild, and it's really strong. You loser analysts like you. For BM Hunters, you learned it's more about can you do mechanics well and be confident. Yeah, like any BM hunter that fought One-Armed Bandit and like killed that boss, that's exactly the kind of player that you want to play like the hunter role in your guild. Like you want someone who can do something like that every time. Have I ever been a guild master? Before this guild, I ran like a heroic guild, but I would say I would not count that as actually running a guild. You can heal 2 of the pylons, yeah. The locks were upset. Yeah. You should see my first Soul Hunters kill this week. Why? What happened? Your raid leader played BM on that fight to control the coins. Yeah, that fight's good. Like in the past, like if you went into a fight, I don't know how many of you guys raided Nyalotha, but there's this boss called Sanesh. People call it the soccer boss. And when you get to that boss, you should instantly be like, okay, we need our hunter running the first ball because that's the one that needs to be the most consistent. Stuff like that. One-Armed Bandit, you think of that boss. You think like that's the kind of person that needs to do everything there. Is there any like weird objective stuff? That's what drew me to Hunter originally. It's like being able to do like the OBJ stuff for your guild. Like Silken Court. Alright, our BM Hunter's doing the webs. Or whatever. Queen Anstrack, like your hunter's popping one of the things on the last boss. I can't think of anything really crazy this raid. Farok Seed? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Farok, instantly when we saw that mechanic, we were like, alright, so Bansh is running one. How many more do we need? Like, like that was instantly what happened on that boss. Laridar, it's like people need to pick up the hose. We were like, all right, how many people do we need to run the hose? Bansh is going to do it. Can he do it twice? Like, you were never chosen for a seed? Aw. Do I ever just want to parse and not do mechanics? Not really. I kind of don't care about parsing, especially if it's cringe. The only bosses I like parsing on are like Volcaros. I really liked parsing on Volcaros. Like any time where it's not cheesy to parse well on the fight. It's like Volcross is one. Rashok was really fun for me. I feel like that one was one where like I could play for a parse every time and not like feel like I'm inting anyone. Stuff like that. But anytime it's like some weird niche thing. I actually, weirdly enough, I'm talking about all this, I really liked Forgotten Experiments, parsing on it. Because the spell queuing is so weird, and so like you gained a lot of damage by knowing like really weird niche mechanical stuff about this fight. Like if I remember correctly, let me pull up my Abris logs. I remember like still at the very end, like the last week, people still didn't understand the queuing on that boss. And you could just gain like infinite damage from doing stuff like that. But yeah, like I really liked playing Volcaros. I got a 100 purse there. Avarice. Yeah, weirdly, yeah, like Magmarax, single target fight. I like pricing on that one. Forgotten Experiments. Weirdly enough, I was just like I was just farming hundreds on this boss. Like every week we'd run back in and I would just like farm another 100. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like no one really understood the queuing and how to take advantage of it. But like this boss had like really random queuing. Same thing with Stone Legion Generals. I really like that fight too. But only for that reason. Those are weird things. This is Vault. But yeah, I like going for damage to boss purses more than anything. This is the metric I usually go for. Some fights it's int to do that though. So like I don't like it on those. But like this is damage to bosses on like Mana Forge or Mega. Or like Undermine. Narrow bar. Stuff like that. You saw I did a 21 Gambit, Michael? Yeah. What's next? 20 Halls or 20 Dawn? Both of those if we roll them. I think we can win both. I think we need a little bit more practice in Halls, but I think we can do Dawnbreaker if we just get another one. Because we have a pretty fast 19 that I think we would just win. And yeah, Sprocket. I also think, Aves, there's a strategy where you don't have to go to Africa for a bomb. But no one ever did it. But I'm pretty sure you could have just done it. Like if you just always tank the boss in like the centermost area. Also that too, yeah. No, but like you could always be in range of the boss. Because you know how it's always tanked, like it's like, yeah, I don't know how to describe this, but like it's like bomb, middle area, bomb. Like everyone always tanks on the edge. Like there's no reason why you had to be out of range to do a far pop. And you could only do one pop, yeah. No one ever did that, but like there's no reason that you couldn't have. It's just like maybe a little bit tighter. It was definitely more consistent the way everyone did it. But yeah. Also, I missed Survival Hunter in Nearbar Palace. This was like peak. I'm sure I was farming 100 purses on Ansarek for a while too. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both hero trees were a vibe. Yeah, I don't like new pack leader for survival. I like it a lot for BM. But old pack leader was really enjoyable. You think you figured out the second boss? The second you get the debuff turtle? Interesting. I've tried, I think, every iteration of that, and I think I've had it fail. I've had it. Look at it the first second. Here, I actually have a clip of it working for me. Here. This is either it not working or it working. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it just worked. Look at how or when I clicked it. Look. So I get the circle, or I get the debuff. Right? I get the circle. I still haven't hit turtle. There's 1.5 seconds left on the stun. There's 1.1 seconds left. I haven't hit turtle yet. There's 1 second left exactly. I hit turtle. And then I get stunned. And then bang. No debuff. Crazy, right? But now watch this. So I had that interaction, right? So watch this one. I get picked. I get the circle. 1.4 seconds. 1.2 seconds. I'm turtled. I get stunned. I get the dot. So like it's a 0.2 second difference between the two turtles. But weird, right? Like those look almost identical, those uses. I've had some where I hit it the second I get picked. I've had it, yeah, range from boss is my current thing I want to check. So see how he's inside the circle for this one? That's my current hypothesis. I want to try min-maxing that. So see how his body's inside the circle? So he's about to leave. And then he hits me, right? This one, he's not inside the circle when it works. He's touching the edge. But I would say he's a little bit farther out. The other one, he just looks farther in. Now let's go back and get right before he finishes the cast. Here, what's this one at? Stone Shattering. Yeah, so 0.4. We have him in that screenshot. 0.7, same thing. You can see he's like more inside of it on this one. It's very small difference. But like it could be like he has to be outside the circle, so he needs more time to reach you or something. I have no idea. It also could be distance at which I hit turtle. Like another thing. I have no idea. It's the most confusing mechanic. I compete in plus tournaments. Yeah, we're gonna do MDI this week. All right. Well, anyway, so we have those two clips.
Welcome to the
No clue what to do there. This is leaving soon. I want to double check I didn't miss him out. Oh yeah, there's Corn Dire Brew. I can do that. You got avoidance? Yep. Sick, elected. Thank you. I just set up my character at the start of the stream for like 30 minutes. I think I have it mostly set up, but we'll see when we get to time trials.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Are there spec bands? Yes, but there's only 2, I believe.
What you waiting for? Let's go.
So it's like A little bit easier. How can you improve your logs in M+? Like, what things would you try to do? Well, I mean, there's the obvious, like, you need to make sure your rotation's perfect. But there's also something that's kind of out of your control, but the more efficient the route is, the less downtime you have, all that stuff. You'll actually gain like a lot of damage on your logs because your log counts all the downtime. It's like the original log number. You can min-max that by like not having any downtime. Like I think in our Arakara, we have a really good. I think I'm still top damage for Arakara. It's tough because a lot of the top teams don't log or publicly log. Oh, I got beaten by a Warlock actually. But if you look here, our downtime in this run was very small. Like we have like 10 to 15 seconds or something of not being in combat. That's really important. Like how fast this Warlock group was. That's crazy. A minute faster than us. I wonder what comp they're playing. It's probably like there's Havoc in here. There isn't a Havoc in here. Oh. You popped. What's banned? I believe so. The way it works this time, I believe, is you have 2 days in the cup. The first day, the two specs you play the most as a team gets banned.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Let's play serve and get it banned. Well, it's the two most played specs. So like, let's say I do one key as serve and then I play the rest as BM. But let's say like Noxiv plays Fury the entire time and Squish plays Bear the entire time, then they would get banned and I would still have BM unbanned, for example. How many MDIs have I won? 0. It's like mostly the same like 3 teams that win every MDI. They're very good.
I will do my duty. Farewell.
Let's see if a group will take me into a 12. Always the hardest part. Gotta get into a group. You would take me into a 12? We're fighting slot machine at the moment. Damn, I instantly got declined. That's harsh. Tough crowd. Kind of want to do a key that I could get IO from. Like this one. Or... I don't know, something that makes my score look more enticing at some point. You get banned only for the next day? Yeah, it's a 2-day tournament. And so you would just get banned for the next day, yeah. Back corner. Where do they tank Imperiex? Because I think that's important. I think if your tank tanks like right on the staircase. Ooh, we got rid of the halls. Oh my god. Wow, what a gamble on me. I keep getting taken as a gamble. Like, there's no reason these guys should be inviting me.
Go carefully.
One more key and I get to craft a bracer though. Easy for me, I can ban MM and then play BM the next day. Yeah. Definitely possible. Last season IO goes a long way. Yeah, the last season 3700 might be the thing that gets this guy invited. My monk struggles a lot. Yeah, speaking of, let me open Creator IO. I want to make sure my alts are linked, because they should be, but I feel like it never shows my alts when you hover me. Look at my alts. It just has my mage. But I've gone through and linked them all. Raider IO does this thing where it constantly just like bricks. Like I linked them like a month ago, and then it removed all of them on its own. But my mage also doesn't get invited to anything. Like on this side, make sure I'm not leaking anything. Yeah, look at my, I have it here as a character. Like my Boomkin's a character of mine. Let me try relinking my BNet again. Nobody likes Frost. I feel like Frost is actually, I don't know. I feel like it's so fine. Doesn't make any sense. Is my warrior rogue friend mono specs? I mean, they can play others, but like, so the thing is, Maya, is you have to win the first day too. So like, you can't just play whatever spec you want to get it banned. Like, you also have to win. And so just because you're good at another spec, like just because I'm also good at MM, or Walks could also play like sub, or last time what we did is we banned Bear. Outlaw Rogue. What was the third ban? Did Noxa play arms? I don't remember. I don't remember. It might have been my MM or something. I don't actually remember. Am I switching targets or stick to Prio and spread Barb? Yeah, you never want to swap targets. You lose all your damage on the Prio target. And then you want to mouse over Barb Shot on all the other targets. Yeah, let me try refreshing my BNet. And then go back to my main. Okay, I have more characters now, it says. But it's still not all of them, but I guess that's fine. I just randomly have these now. Switching targets for barb shot spread is bad? Yeah, because then you're not doing any damage to your prior target. You're just going to do the key like minutes slower. Every time you swap targets, you're losing damage on your prior target. And you never want to do that. You never want to lose damage from prior target. That's kind of the whole point, right? Like you want to put as much prior damage into, like in this pull, for example, if you ever not targeting the shard and you're targeting something else to barb shot it, unless you swap back instantly on the next global and you make sure you like are swapping on your auto shots and everything, like you want all of your damage to go into the shard. I have a DM. Let's see. Difference between these two. I think there's actually nothing. I got a Resto Shaman. I use pet attack macro for my barbed. No, I do not. Your rev shot mouse over, is pet attacks in it. They swap whenever you mouse over to a target. Is that bad? No, it's fine. Like you're losing your pets, as long as you have this talent called Stomp Talented, which every single build does, your pets leap to the target that you barb shot and they stomp. Oh, Bald Emperor, thanks for the sub. Need that macro? Yeah, I have the macro in my Discord. There's back to the prior instantly. Yeah, I mean that's fine. It's just stomp doing its thing. One thing that you can do is you can try to make sure that you're multi-dotting mobs close to your main target so that they don't run that far. Like, let's say for example, we were fighting these two mobs and you were like multi-dotting something like way over here, right? That's a bad idea. Like you wouldn't want to multi-dot these guys if they're this far out. You would want to multi-dot this guy and then this guy. Like this would be your pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm on OCE ping, I just realized. I need to remember.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're going right.
Siphon.
3, 2, AOE. Beat. 3, 2, 1, AOE. Beat. 3, 2, 1. AOE.
Oh. Sketchy.
3, 2,
1. AoE. Beat. 3, 2, 1. AoE. Beat. 3,
My god,
2,
I'm gonna die.
1. AoE.
I wonder what the next pull is.
Stop cast.
I thought that's what to go off on me and I was really scared. The game takes one night off and Vanisher starts running bunny boomy keys. Yeah. My hunter doesn't get invited to keys. I have to
Stop cast.
new character. Oh my god. I keep getting like not dispelled until the last second. So I'm always prepping to let it go off. Oh, I do want to say I think this healer is doing fine. What do I think about ally shamans? I think they're really good. I don't know if they're like definitively top 3, but they're a contender. Or top 3 for sure. Because they're really good and they have an extremely good buff. So like Honestly, slasher on this pool is kind of scary. Nerf Ellie, what? Why does everyone hate Ellie? You guys must be Bond fans.
3, 2, 1. AoE. Beat.
Siphon.
3, 2, 1. AoE. Beat. Three, two, one.
100% slasher out? Yeah, maybe. Slashers are a really good count now. So like they're probably... It's just, you want every pull to have either a slasher or a shard,
Siphon.
probably. Yeah, I forgot I don't have fluid form talented for some reason.
AoE.
Siphon.
AoE. AoE.
Siphon.
AoE.
I was out of range of that one.
3, 2.
Okay, nice. We're fine.
Beam.
Siphon.
AoE. 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 3, 2, 1. Beam. AoE. AoE. AoE.
Oh, you have so much mana. Nice. I'll hold the innervate.
AoE. AoE. 3, 2, 1. Beam.
Does shifting remove the slow? I'll never know. He moves this slow. Ooh, that's really OP. Let's do it. I think he removes the slow portion, but not the damage, it looked like. Guess that's expected. I think that's how the 101 works. But if you get another stack, it goes back to normal. I don't know. We're pulling this. I might have baited the group.
Stop cast.
Oh, we have to defensive this. Okay, never mind.
Stop cast. Bait. Ads. Bait. Clear. Bait.
This boss is gonna expose my item level.
Avoid. Bait. Ads. Bait. Avoid. Bait. Ads. Bait.
You get around them normally. Makes sense.
Avoid. Bait.
We have one in our 20 route.
Bait.
We pull it with like the previous pull.
Clear.
Nice. We're still gonna get stunned. It's the funniest part. But now we're late to this. Oh, he's pulling out. Nice. How do I pull 12 mil in Aura? 14 mil?
Siphon.
I think that's just normal for my item level. Use pet to help tank incoming damage. Not in this patch or last patch. In season 1, basically every single key. So we didn't play with an AUG, and the game was tuned around having an AUG in every single possible group. And so we needed to like pet taunt like in every single dungeon, basically.
Beat.
But this patch, there's not really many hard parts for tanks. Like some notable ones is if you do a triple reaver pull and this pull over here, like you can maybe take one of them, if that would help your tank. But since then, no. The game's just gotten a lot easier for tanks to live things in general, or it's something that's impossible to tank. So like
AoE.
Priory first boss, if you go to the what's it called? If you go to the left side and you pull the
Beat.
what's it called? My brain's mush because I'm thinking about the boss too much. If you go left side in Priory and you fight the caster mini boss, and then on the boss you have like double tank buster, that could be kind of tough. Yeah, left mini boss in Priory. Yeah, but then you can't pet taunt that boss, so it doesn't really matter.
AoE.
Yeah.
Beat. AoE. Football. Beat. AoE. 3, 2, 1. Buff. Three, 2, 1. Buff.
I tire of your boorish presence. It seems I must deal with you myself. Be gone, rabble!
Dodge.
My way! Behold the might of the Benfair!
Dodge.
Patience!
Dodge.
My way! You are no match for my power!
Knock. So.
Overflows!
Dodge.
Beneath my contempt! Pitiful wretches!
Dodge.
Beneath my contempt!
Feel dead for BM? No, it's not.
Knock. So.
Anima to spare!
Dodge.
Beneath my contempt!
I think it's the first boss again.
The might of the Benfair!
Last season left was Biss.
Dodge.
All they did is they nerfed knights and sharpshooters and the mini boss on the right side.
Dodge.
So now it's just better to go right in terms of like, at least relative to last patch. It's not necessarily the only thing you can do this patch, but pretty good. Oh my god, 2 rings dropped. We did it. I already have that ring, but it's on champion, so now I can go higher. I can reroll my key to maybe do something better.
Try not to slay too many dragons, okay?
Rancher's getting huge. Yep.
can't wait to hear about your adventures.
Changing keys bring me this week with 4K haste. Why do you have 4K haste? What? Like, I feel like you're doing something wrong to yourself.
What do you seek? Good health, dear.
Do I ever do log reviews for people? Yeah, I do coachings, sessions where we like log review sometimes. That's new for me though. The robot wants for single target. Wait, are you talking about for cat? You need low haste, or are you telling me that Boomkin actually plays like no haste now? What? That doesn't even make sense. How is that possible? Is it all just about your tier set? Like you just get big numbers on tier set? I don't know why I just bought 2 of those. Alright, well, we'll hold on to one for my other ring that I'll loot one day. Gems. Masterful emeralds, what I want. And then I need to craft recraft my bracers.
My directive is to serve you.
Nice. This is a big piece.
My thanks for your
Gonna be a lot of item level. Thanks for the keen advice. Back to spamming apply to 15 fire on your hunter. Nice. And yeah, no problem. Basically, if you crit the tier set, you do big damn. So like there's no damn outside of it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's very interesting, the keeper build. Have you done keeper keys yet, Lick? You saw about 12 tanks die on the first pull? Oh no. What the heck is happening? This guy's 127 stacks. You haven't tried keeper keys? You try to watch this. So this guy does Uber Strike every like 10 seconds. And it hits his target for like a really big amount. He's just getting him huge. Turn their backs to the mobs and go, what the fuck? Yeah, defensive's up. Yeah. I feel like every tank's done that. It's crazy that you're just getting a bunch of tanks doing that back to back to back though. That's funny. Nice. To play bear? It's true, it's less impactful. A lot of people are playing warrior and paladin this patch. And if you turn your back on those specs, you're just get one shot. Mostly paladins? Yeah. A lot of people aren't used to that too. If you're not a paladin main or a warrior main, it'll catch you off guard. Even those mains, to be honest, get caught off guard sometimes. But I feel like if you're new to those classes, you're worried about so many other things in that pull because that pull's so hard. And then you get one shot in like the gather or something. It's always a huge struggle for them. Because your mind's like, okay, so when they group, I'm gonna jump my consecrate, and then I gotta like cycle my cooldowns here. For the first like knockback, I want to be like, make sure I'm already on the staircase. I gotta make sure I tag these mobs because we need them for count. And then if you're a paladin, you're probably also locking down that guy with kicks, like the one mob on the right. And so like, I don't know. I'm sure there's like a million things going on in their head, and then they're just like, the first mob one-shots them. And then they're just like, oh, like... They're like, everything was going to be so fine the second I got to the staircase, but like they die before they get there or something.
Step closer and don't mumble.
Alright, so I don't have any gildeds left. What are we missing gear-wise on this guy? There's some pieces that I'm just like really needing to replace. I don't want to give up any haste. Jaster 100%. I mean, I wish I could wear 2 of these. I do have this ring. Would you replace Jaster with this look, you think? I was thinking about it. I lose a lot of mastery, but I just gain a lot of item level. It's not the greatest though. High mass, low haste. Yeah. And then I have a crafted ring. Probably a damn last overall. Yeah, and then there's also the Jaster effect. Like Jaster just has really good stats. I wanted the neck from that Paul's that we just ran. Oh, I also need a chest piece. I'm just missing some like random pieces. Like both my trinkets stink. My neck stinks. One of my rings stinks. And then I just have this like low item level chest. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
I have calibrated.
Can't you craft 690 gear at the item level? Or 590? Wait. No, it's 675. 690 requires the base spark? Okay, yeah. Darn. Alright, that was onto something. I don't know if I want to craft a base spark chest piece. Although I could base spark my neck. That could be a big upgrade. Because I already have a weapon and a bracer. I could actually heroic craft it. Probably not worth it. You don't think so? Could also just up this ring. Aircraft with Dimcraft. I mean, I have infinite runes somehow. I think because this guy did splits with their guild, so I just haven't like I'm like I don't know more runes than I could use. The question is, would I do ring or would I do neck? I actually think I might do ring solely because what's it called? There's not another good ring. Like unless I raid, I think there's one from like, or like Forage Weaver, I think. You think you should spend crafts for priests? Yes, crafts are safe to send. And then I would wait for your main to get your gilded achievement. I might craft a belt on my hunter like next week. Just so I can get the gilded achievement. Oh, you have the gilded? Oh, well then yeah, you should send crests to, I think.
Time is money, friend.
Leather privilege? Yeah. My character got like ruined. The last like basically from when we were on like Fractalus onwards, my gear like sucked. I got like decent gear the first like 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks. And then I didn't get like any upgrades the last like since then.
I have an extended supply of goods for our.
I sent like so many gildeds into hero track pieces the last 2 weeks. Evoker that doesn't have a belt. What ring would I wear from dungeons right now? Oh, there's an Ecodome one. Hi, Judy. Good morning, Reed of Gay. Gets gilded before heroic. That would go hard. I don't know if you can. You can, Aves, because I just did that on the tournament realm. Like it's possible. They propped at the same time. Other person required to be in combat? Yeah. In which replace the Delve Belt, you have Mythic Crit versus Socket Leech Belt waiting. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I have one of those on Tournament Realm. You just set up. What's the off piece for my tier if I'm a key guy? The chest is good, a taste mask. Shoulders. Helmet's good. I said they're all fine. I don't know. When keys requires constant combat. Yeah, it's a global in combat every 10 seconds. Umi keystones? Yeah. I need to do an Ecodome. You want to do some? Is it like only 2 or 3 on your rogue? I'm gonna shoot my shot into these groups and see if I get taken. People hate boomkins. Join your key? What's your key? Go to the Halls ring too. I do currently have a Halls ring, but that's my only ring. Another 15 priority. I hope I don't see you in like 2 minutes because the first pull rips. If I don't see your name in like 2 minutes, then I know things are going great.
Speak freely.
Dang, these guys don't want me. 15 Arakara? I mean, I'd sign up. Wait, are you EU? So I use flare pre-key to proc something with it. You might be referring to I do Eyes of the Beast tech at the start of keys, where like it puts you in combat for a second when you Eyes of the Beast, and then I use flare to cancel it. That might be the thing you're talking about. But otherwise, it's an old habit. I spam flare out of combat to potentially proc something that you haven't had in the game for like 8 years. You're NA? Oh, I didn't see you. Wow, this guy's IO is crazy. They're like all depletes. I gotta see if like what's the common denominator. Oh, is it this one? I mean, I'd sign up. I think I can hang in a 15 hour car. I don't know. Is it this one? I mean, I'll sign. I mean, some of these are seeing my little boomkin with 1400 IO sign up, and they're probably like, "What the heck?" This is ridiculous. Your tank said no? Yeah. They don't trust the Banshee. I think Banshee's been top. Oh, I lied. Judy destroyed me in that key. Oh, actually, I've never been top. I always thought I was topping more keys. I guess I only topped this one. Oh, wait, my graphics settings? Sure. I like read that and then like my brain's everywhere. So yeah, this is the top part, and I'll scroll down. This is like my in-game base quality here. I always start with 4 to 5 hunt master calling stacks into the key. Yeah, I don't usually go all the way to 5. Usually I stop at 4, and then if my dot ticks me to 5, I just let it happen. But it's kind of annoying to hit exactly 5, because your laceration can proc 1, and then you're just like, I don't know, you're just like screwed. Gonzo. Here's thanks. Yep, no problem. Is there a reason you've seen so many people do like 7-12s and one of them play dungeon? For me, it's solely because that's an alt. If it's a main, I have no idea why they would do that. But for me, it's just like I've only done 4 keys this patch, so that's just where I am. Oh my god, we can time this. I know we can. Do I craft the jewelry? What necks are there? So there's the ring from Ecodoom that I could go for, but what about necks? There's just the neck from Halls? Hmm. Dang, Buff's already in Halls. I saw him queuing up. Yeah, alternatively, does anyone in chat want to do a 12? We could get like a full chat group. These we have. The 12 streets. Alright. We're gonna list 12 streets. If anyone wants to come, you're welcome. You'd love to. Servers weren't separated. Dang. I remember when they made Horde and Alliance like mix. I wonder if they'll ever do like EU and NA. You have a 10 eco if you're after the ring. I am a little after the ring. Do anyone have lag issues? Yeah, maybe. The thing is like NA already has like there's already oceanic servers in NA. And all that we know is just like if you want to play in oceanic servers, like you don't have to play on oceanic servers if you don't want to, and if you're okay with the ping you do. You know? Or maybe there's more to it. An elemental shaman. And a rat. And a warlock. Yo, Judy, did you still want to come? If you did. I think I want to take... I'll take a shaman. And the next one? Alright. Yo, Nusada, thanks for the raid. Also here, Recon. It's in this pack. I think I want to take this rat. Yeah, let's take threat. Oh, now we have a holy paladin. Wait, this holy paladin's goated. They're just gonna come carry. Nice. Nice. Have a good one. Enjoy. Thanks again for the raid. Welcome raiders, and I hope you had a nice stream, Nusada. Hope it's on Mythic. Oh my god, it is. An idea, do you think double on use for MM 1 minute true shot is any good? Like the Erasm Prism? The thing is like, yes, it's good. I just don't know if it's better at that point than something else. Like I think it's really good for BM because you're never losing value from an on use by always having, like, they're perfect timed, you know? They're perfectly timed. It's a little awkward for MM because you're losing value on like an Erasm Ritual Forge, for example. First boss at a 12 minute. Oh, I didn't see your name for a while. I had high hopes. Am I playing BM2 on use? Not currently, but will. Hey man, you're gonna craft a weapon. Should I go for Ascendance or double crit? Double crit. If you have double crit already, like that's bis.
Entry is restricted. Surrender your weapons
5,
and follow me.
4, 3,
Surely we can come
2,
to an
1.
alternate agreement?
There will be no agreement. Lethal force authorized.
Three, two, one. Dot.
Iron Lotus is carrying right now.
3, 2.
We're lining.
Range.
I do some crit haste for DR but never reverse. I don't know.
Range.
You
Dot.
have been randomly selected for death.
Range. Three, two, one. Dot.
Yeah, I don't know, Blaze. Do you have like a lot of verse already? Because if you already have a lot of verse, maybe it doesn't want you to play anymore.
In my city, not for long.
Drop.
You should never have come to Pazavesh, stranger.
Dodge. 3, 2, 1.
Drop your weapons, or I will
9k verse. It's a little lower than I have. I'm not sure. Might be your trinket selection. Let's see who's getting destroyed.
3,
He has Bob? Is he gonna use it? No, he's dead. He had a little bit on Divine Shield. I think he didn't realize.
drop.
should never have come to Pazavesh, stranger.
Dodge.
Just gonna follow the gear I had on Tournament
2,
Realm.
1.
I do need to like sim and verify all those choices I made. That was just what I thought I was gonna be running based off of what I have already simmed on live, but I need to go back in and sim a lot, I think. That was sketchy.
Drop.
Should never have come to Pazavesh, stranger.
Dodge. 3, 2.
I feel like I have really bad target swapping.
Drop your weapons, or I will seize them. Rally to me. Prepare to be interrogated.
Drop.
And what's that gonna be close? 12 minutes left.
A necessary tragedy. Unfortunately, we have now drawn the ire of God himself.
I clicked the portal and I yoinked someone.
Beam. Beam. Falling. Falling. Beam. Charge.
Here's terrible. What is the pre-sacking thing for PM? It doesn't give you a lot. It just gives you
Charge.
Sai has a profitable
Charge.
venture. Hopefully, this inclines them to aid our own.
it gives you a couple more beasts towards your first Hadean Fenrir.
This beast will do nicely.
Charge.
But overall it's really minor.
Cartel Zai is not responsible for any loss of limb that occurs during this demonstration.
Oh, my dots are ripping. Maybe I shouldn't have dotted this early.
CC.
Oh, it's just whatever boundless moonlight is procced on them.
CC. 3, 2, 1. Feet. Three, two, one. CC.
Ruin your day. We have the solution. Watch as my assistant activates his.
Awakened, destroyed. With controls this easy, even a dredger could.
3 feet, 2, 1.
It is out of control.
Thank you all. That concludes our demonstration.
Cleanse yourself with annihilation.
4,
Overheating, bending animal. You have been prepared for purification. Cleanse yourself with annihilation.
Now's my chance. That axe is mine. They thought you variable to
4,
Overheating, bending animal.
Come to mama. Uh-oh. The curse is real? All realms will drown in blood.
chain. Wins. Chain. Wins.
Well, what is left of it?
A simple matter. In return, we ask only for Cartel Zai's signature.
Our signature is a fair trade, especially if it results in your departure.
Reflect. CC. 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 CC.
A friend here may be of help in acquiring Zoe's signature.
Somebody help!
Mize's Oasis. The most intoxicating
CC.
establishment in Tazavesh. Wait, who is that? Oh, where is Basil?
I'll give you more.
So many chickens.
So. 3, 2, 1. AOE. Stack. Collect. So.
You timed it? Hey. It only takes like
3.
all those depletes to get the time, you know? One of the runs. As long as the tank lives the first pull. Sounds like you win.
N. Collect. So. 3, 2, 1. AOE. N.
we dead on the Lost Bowl? Wait, you guys recovered? Wait, you guys own. That's hard to recover from.
Collect.
I was trying to ping to like hit the boss.
I've never seen a mailroom so
The commit call.
You are quite welcome, whoever you are. Now, we are in need. May I tempt you with my wares?
Oh, you mean this? There are dozens of them all over the floor. Here, take one.
Ah,
I think he's like back
thank you.
around this side.
No problem at all. Now to find a way back to Azeroth.
You want me to pick it up?
Process improvements around here.
Until our next transaction.
And the big dude's over here. Although I do think we need to kill this guy before we spawn the next overseer, or we'll probably die. I'll turn it in as soon as he dies. It's just the AoEs from the overseer can like overlap and kill everyone. Alright, he just hit his AoE, so I think we're fine. Ugh. You have to ask what verse should you be around to do 15s? You've done it, never done it as Hunter before, and you're excited and nervous. You only need verse to do damage. First off, you're not playing it to be tankier or anything like that. And I play like 14% verse or so. Also, chat, a wave of tiredness has hit me. I think this is my last key.
More entertainment.
But we have main team keys tomorrow, so that'll be fun. It's 4 o'clock Eastern.
Bring on the next band.
A round of applause, please, for us.
All of you. This is not that kind of establishment.
Refresh. Ads.
Enough of this noise.
Oh, I should not have cooldowned here. Everyone cooldowned. Everything's dead. Oh no.
Refresh.
Look how awesome my sax level will be. I level on Druid. We are 703. Why's my Fury Balloon down there? Why is it in the floor?
Refresh.
How did my trinket not use with my thing? It's awkward. Alright, the healer's gonna AFK for a minute. So I'm also gonna AFK for a minute. You sit in the circle. Just have to be out when the cast finishes. Yeah. Also, it's designed so that that's how you're supposed to get out, I think.
It has been an age since I witnessed such a vigorous show. My establishment would not survive another.
Apologies, Almiser. We have all the signatures we need. Let us not keep Solia waiting.
Alright. Our healer is the AFK, so I'm also gonna AFK for a minute. I'll be right back, chat.
I hope we
Here, get something.
at an inconvenient time.
Al-Dalil, is there no sanctuary from your filth?
Hear me, Solir. The artifact you seek brings only suffering.
Suffering and power. I must now travel beyond Tazavesh, but your journey ends here.
Alright, we're back. Start here. Alright. I'm coming over to our tank. David. A master of karate. Gonna make keeping the buff so much easier. Yeah, it's also designed in a way where you can drop the food inside. It's harder to see the food though. So I will warn you there. What if we depleted this key because we're waiting for the healer? He's AFK. Oh, he's back. Long story inside joke name on the guild. Wait, did I notice for AFK too? Oh, he's here.
Die, foes of Cartel Soul.
Nice, we're all back.
3, 2,
Oh, and we have lust for pull. Like, this is just like a good idea, right? A survival feeling of end of the season now. It's definitely a key level behind, but that's, as long as you're okay with that, it's pretty fun. I like
2,
both pack leader and sentinel. They both feel pretty fun to play, like fun wise. As long as your goal isn't to like own, I guess you'll be fine there.
3, 2, 1.
That's kind of annoying. Huh.
3, 2, 1. Play. Three, 2, 1. Play. 3, 2, 1.
Strike from beyond reach.
Nice.
3, 2, 1.
What if we let it go off for fun? I would never. I was testing to see if the group would kick.
Play.
Commit.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. We're so fast.
Solia may have a head start, but her echo remains. And
I got a gizmo.
can follow.
A weapon dropped and plate waste dropped. But I can rule my key another time. Back to halls. Am I doing another? I think that's it for me. I'm kind of tired. I think it's a bed jingle. Had a survival top DPS on a few fights during a random heroic AOTC run. The single target looks pretty good. Yeah, the problem with survival is you're either picking to be good at single target or you're picking to be good at AoE. And there's like no crossover. That's one of the reasons why BM's so good right now. And it's the reason why survival was really good in the first season of this expansion.
I have many lucky doos you like.
I should save this build. Why do I have a set called Mage? Alright, we're getting rid of that. I drink it's bad. Like, you're so mean to my boomkin. You just take it out on my boomkin. You just hate all boomies? Wait, why? What did we do? What are the stats on the Ecodome ring? High haste, mid mastery. Okay, okay.
My directive is to serve you. My thanks for your patronage. Return.
Alright, I just need a recraft actually.
Worry again.
Let's see. What about these? I want to make this craft and put it in the guild before I go to bed. Need that. Need emerald. Wait, I need artisan's acuity. Uh-oh. we're close. We have 15 acuity. East Mass. Yeah, I was just gonna up my old one. Oh, there's a bigger bag. I could just use this now. Wow. That was still king in raid? MM can be king in raid.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. My directive has been fulfilled. I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Right, that didn't even give me my acuity.
My prices to
Dang.
be reasonable.
Alright, whatever. We'll call it there. Nice. Okay, wait, I actually do need the acuity.
My thanks for your patronage. May Wolf nor Ram take you far. Return and peruse my inventory again. Return if you wish to speak again.
Oh my god, 350 acuity. Alright, we're gaming.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
I'm not crafting this, so I'll give more than a silver. And yeah. Big uppies.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Alright, chat. It's time to sleep. I'll say it again. We're gonna be live again tomorrow. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm gonna sort this. You streamed every day for a year? Wait, that's crazy. Oh, hi, Spot. Yeah. You had perfect timing. Now we gotta go to the family barbecue together. That's how we're ending. Anyway, G and everyone. Hi again, Despot. Might be MDI for all keys. Here, I'll drop this before I go. But the answer is no. It's both.